Welcome, everybody, to a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video today. And this week sees the release of the action horror hybrid Underwater hitting store shelves, along with the crime drama Just Mercy. And MVD is releasing a Blu-ray edition of the 2002 Sylvester Stallone starring crime thriller I See You, plus much more. So let's go see the deals, exclusives, and we're at our first location, Walmart. So let's go in and see what they got. All right, everybody, we are here at Walmart under the new releases, and hey, they do have the new releases out this week. How crazy is that, dude? Nice, man. And the first thing I'm seeing over here is they have the DVD digital of Just Mercy for $17.96, the Blu-ray digital for $19.96. Now, I got a chance to watch this on Amazon Prime, and this movie wasn't exactly on my radar, guys, to be honest with you. It really, honestly wasn't. I liked the trailer, but it just wasn't something that I immediately was that interested in. So I decided, I'm going to wait a while before I watch it. But, I knew that the actors are strong in this movie. The story seemed really intriguing and very dramatic, so I knew that this movie had the potential to be really good, but it also had the potential to be a little bit of a melodrama and maybe kind of weak sauce a little bit. But after watching it, I have to admit, guys, this movie is really, really well done, man. It is absolutely phenomenal, dude. Basically, it's based on a true story, which I didn't even know about this black man who is incarcerated because he killed this like 18-year-old girl, and everybody says that he did it, but they have really no evidence to convict him. Just they forced this one guy's statement to say, yeah, he did it, and they just went off of that. And this one lawyer who just got out of law school, played by Michael B. Jordan, ends up defending him and trying to get him free. And it's such a wonderful, powerful story, man. It really honestly is about the injustices of the world and trying to right those wrongs, fighting bigotry and racism. And it's just a really wonderful and great movie, man. The acting here is phenomenal. Michael B. Jordan is amazing here. Jamie Foxx is really powerful as this wrongly convicted man. Brie Larson is really good here. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't like Brie Larson very much, or you're kind of lukewarm on Brie Larson. She's really good here. She's more of a background player than anything else, but she's really good, man. And I think that she does a really good job here, along with everybody else, man. All the acting is phenomenal here. The story is very well told, very well done. I thought that everything was really good here. Now, the movie is over 2 hours long, about 2:10, 2:15, somewhere around there. And at first, I thought to myself, does this movie really need to be 2-ish hours long? Can't you just sort of truncate it a little bit? And not really. Going into the movie, learning about the characters, the struggles, the dilemmas, the hardships that they had to deal with, I think you needed that 2+ hour length to really stretch the story and really tell it properly. There's some movies that can get away with shortening its runtime, and maybe this could have done it just a teeny bit. But honestly, though, man, it's a really great, well-told story, and I really wouldn't change a thing about it, man. Even the runtime. It feels a little lengthy at points, but it's a well-told story and really well-made and really dramatic, and one definitely worth checking out, man. I definitely would highly recommend Just Mercy. Not bad. Then over here, I'm seeing they have the DVD only of Underwater for $14.96 and the Blu-ray digital for $19.96. Now, I ended up getting a chance to watch this on Amazon Prime, and truth be told, I really liked the trailer to this. I really honestly did. I thought it looked really sort of like scary, thrilling, with sort of the underwater aspects, and it kind of looked very tense. I was really interested in it, but I thought, it's coming out in January. January tends to be a little bit of a dumping ground at times. I didn't quite know if I wanted to see it, and I had heard sort of mixed things from people that were starting to watch the movie. Some people kind of liked it, other people were like, this is not really good. And so I decided, I'm going to stay away for a little bit. But honestly, after watching this movie, guys, I really love this movie, dude. Honestly, I think Underwater is really a very tense, very thrilling movie. You're on the edge of your seat, wondering what's going on, hoping for these people to survive. And I think it's going to be one of those really underrated movies that I think people are going to find years from now. I really honestly believe this. It's basically about Kristen Stewart plays this woman, this technician, on this sort of like oil rig with a bunch of other people. And what ends up happening is that basically what ends up happening is that there's this whole big underwater mess that happens, right? There's this whole big mess that happens, and this explosion, and she's now sort of fighting for her life and trying to escape this rig as it's kind of crumbling around her and around the other survivors, and they have to try to survive what's going on and get back to the surface. All the while, there's sort of these weird like creatures and monsters that are underwater, and something's going on that's really unexplainable, and they have to try to survive that as well. It's a really interesting survival tale, man. I really enjoy this. This movie has shades of Alien. Like when I was watching the movie, I'm like, wow, this movie got a lot of influence from Alien. Just the way the film looks, the slow moving shots, the way the characters are, the oil rig, everything like that. Even like Kristen Stewart here, she has her shaved head. She very much looks almost like Ellen Ripley from Alien 3. Like that's the vibe I really got. It was very much like Ellen Ripley like. It's a very interesting movie. I love the monsters and everything. In fact, I believe they owe a lot of this stuff as far as the creature effects to Cthulhu and a lot of the H.P. Lovecraft stuff, because I believe they talked about how that sort of Cthulhu design and the H.P. Lovecraft sort of creature stuff really sort of informed them on making the creatures, and they look really scary. They look really creative. It's really well done, man. I enjoyed this, dude, and I especially enjoyed Kristen Stewart in here as well. I know a lot of you guys are very... I don't want to say you guys hate on Kristen Stewart, but I know a lot of you guys are kind of not quite sure about her sometimes. I still think she's a really good actress, and I've really liked a lot of things she's done. And Underwater, I think, is a really great test of her sort of acting traits, whether it's her dramatic work, the action stuff, her emotion. I think she does a really great job here. She's not, the Twilight chick anymore. She's far different than that. And I think this shows off her chops in a really great way, man. I thought the acting was great. I thought there was some really great tense moments, and the underwater stuff is really fantastic, dude. I enjoyed this one, man. I am a fan of this. I kind of wish I saw it in the movie theaters, but really well done, dude. Monster effects. It's really at the heart of this movie is definitely a monster movie. At the heart of this thing. Yeah, they kind of go through the whole tense thing of the survival of the oil rig and everything like that, but it's really at its pure heart of hearts a monster movie. And I loved every second of it, dude. I honestly did. This is a high recommendation for me, guys. Definitely check this one out. I was hesitant at first about this, but after watching it, man, big fan indeed, dude. Big fan, dude. Not bad this week, man. Not bad. Underwater and Just Mercy. Not a big release week, but it's nice to see they do have the new releases here. Not bad, man. Not bad at all. Let's see if they got anything else. Alright everybody, we're over in this sort of $5 movie section, and the reason why I wanted to sort of come over here, well, some of these are not $5, but there's some interesting stuff that I'm just noticing over here. They have these sort of vintage art series with these sort of slipcovers for movies that sort of these new editions for them. Some I've heard of, some I haven't. I'm seeing over here they have the Vintage Art Series 5 movie collection for Don Knotts for $10.88. Look at this. Nice, man. That looks really interesting. It's got in there The Ghost and Mr. Chicken, The Reluctant Astronaut, The Shakiest Gun in the West, The Love God, and How to Frame a Fig. Interesting. 5 hilarious movies starring Don Knotts. Wow. That's really interesting, man. I I don't know, man. Like, this is kind of cool, dude. These like vintage art series stuff. God, man, it's been so long since I've seen anything with Don Knotts, man. Actually, you want to know what? My favorite Don Knotts movie of all time, favorite one, is The Incredible Mr. Limpet. If you guys have ever seen The Incredible Mr. Limpet, I highly recommend it, dude. I watched that thing ad nauseum when I was a kid, dude. It is really, really fun, man. It's a really, really fun one where he sort of accidentally turns into a fish and he's sort of helping the Navy out. Very interesting movie, dude. I've always loved that movie. I've seen The Ghost and Mr. Chicken, but outside of that, I haven't seen the other ones, dude. I do really like Don Knotts, man. If you guys are interested in delving into some Don Knotts hilarity, definitely give this one a look. Nice. They also have over here, they have the vintage art series of Tammy and the Bachelor for $6.88. This is starring Debbie Reynolds. Wow, look at that. A really young Debbie Reynolds is that. Wow, look at that, man. And Leslie Nielsen is in this as well. Man, this is like a blast from the past. Holy cow, dude. This is nuts. No, I've never seen Tammy and the Bachelor before. God, this is an old one, dude. A lot of these sort of older movies, these really older ones, I've never seen before, guys. I've never seen them at all. So, honestly, this one I've never actually known about. I love Debbie Reynolds, but I've never dived into her earlier work. The same with Leslie Nielsen. All I know about Leslie Nielsen is sort of the Naked Gun stuff and some of the spoof stuff he's done. Never any of his older work. Wow, this is interesting, dude. If you guys know anything about Tammy and the Bachelor, let me know. It looks kind of interesting, actually. Interesting they got that. They also have the vintage art series of Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds right here for $7.88. Nice. I love that cover. Like, they're attacking me. Oh my God. That's great with the birds. Look at that. That's awesome, man. Nice. I have to say, man, that I really do love Alfred Hitchcock. My favorite Alfred Hitchcock film is definitely Psycho. Psycho is my favorite one out of all of them, but things like the Birds are the ones I'm really a fan of as well. And I just love how he was able to make the movie and make all sort of the birds attacking people and the technology at the time when there really wasn't a way to do that. Well, nowadays, you have like CGI and you have a lot of the stuff that you could do. You had to be very much more creative back then. And what he did was absolutely astounding, dude. The terror that these people are feeling and just the helplessness, really amazing, man. What Alfred Hitchcock accomplished with The Birds, man. Really amazing. Tippi Hedren is amazing in this film. Tippi Hedren is awesome. And Tippi Hedren was like one of like Alfred Hitchcock's like women. Like, he loved Tippi Hedren, loved having her on screen, sort of her sort of movie star persona. He sort of loved her and loved filming her, and it's such a really awesome movie, dude. I think they may have remade this in the past. They might have. If they have remade it, I definitely haven't seen the remakes. I've only seen the original, but this is a great one, dude. If you're sort of looking for old school classic Hitchcock horror, The Birds is really fantastic, dude. Nice. And it comes with not bad special features either. Interesting. The Birds. Nice. They also have over here, they have a vintage art series for Harvey with James Stewart for $6.88. Look at this. I've never heard of Harvey, man. Never heard of that. Interesting. What's it on? Interesting. No, I've never heard of Harvey at all, dude. Jimmy Stewart, man. Jimmy Stewart was great, dude. He did some wonderful performances, man. He was definitely a great movie star back in the day. But like I said, these older movies, kind of like with Tammy and the Bachelor, movies that I've never heard of, dude. And Harvey is one of them. It's kind of funny because when you're a film fan, when you're sort of a movie lover, some people say, "Oh my God, you've seen all the movies in the world," and honestly, no, I can never say I've seen every movie in the world, guys, in the history of cinema. I only wish that would be nice, but it's movies like Harvey or Tammy and the Bachelor or even the Don Knotts stuff where I'm like, well, this is really interesting, and it sort of gives me a chance as a movie fan to sort of check out these movies that maybe I haven't given a chance to before. Interesting. If you guys know much about Harvey, let me know. Special features as well. Huh. Nice. They got that. They also have here the vintage art series for Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window for $7.88. Nice. I love this vintage art, dude, with him sort of looking with the binoculars and sort of the windows there. Very nice. Oh, great. Another really great Alfred Hitchcock movie, dude. Rear Window is really tense, really thrilling. You really are on the edge of your seat a lot of the times, wondering what's going to happen. It is definitely a voyeuristic masterpiece. It is true, man. And what I love about Alfred Hitchcock is that he didn't stick to just one thing. Like, the Psycho stuff is different than Rear Window. Rear Window is different than The Birds. Like, he's always done different areas of horror, which I found really fascinating. Alfred Hitchcock was a really fascinating guy, dude, and I've always really been interested in a lot of his movies that he definitely directed. I haven't watched all Alfred Hitchcock stuff, but Rear Window is one of those ones where I've always really loved and really appreciated, and I always thought it was really well made. There's been a lot of sort of, I wouldn't say like remakes exactly, but there's been a lot of movies that have tried to sort of replicate Rear Window, have taken sort of inspiration from it. Like there was that Shia LaBeouf movie a long time back that he did that sort of was sort of influenced by Rear Window, and there's been other movies that have kind of done that as well. There's a great sort of indie horror movie that I like called Abominable, and that sort of takes aspects of Rear Window and puts it into sort of this monster movie. People have tried to replicate it, and some have done it successfully, some have not done it successfully, but they don't do it the way that Alfred Hitchcock does it, man. He is a true master indeed, man. Nice. Very nice, dude. And some bonus features as well. Not bad, dude. Interesting. And I'm also seeing a couple other things here they haven't seen in a while. Like I've Somewhere in Time, the collector's edition for $6.88 with Christopher Reeve and Jane Seymour. God, it's been so long since I've seen this thing, man. So good. Dude, I remember this one a long time ago. It's been so long since I've watched it, though, but such a great movie, man. Oh. Great film, dude. And dude, talk about some dude that I really miss, man. Is Christopher Reeves, dude. I miss Christopher Reeves so much, man. Superman himself. I miss him so much. Yes, he's done Superman, and yes, that's what I will always remember him by, but he's done so much other really wonderful work, and Somewhere in Time is another one of those really classic movies. Really amazing, dude. It's really cool that they have this, man. They also have Mask, the director's cut as well for $6.88 here. And no, I'm not talking about Jim Carrey's The Mask. I'm talking about Cher, Sam Elliott right here, Mask. So good, dude. I remember this movie. I think the first time I ever watched this film, if I remember, was on VHS. Like, this is another one of those VHS movies that my mother ended up having, and I remember watching it, and it was such a wonderful movie, dude. She was a big fan of Cher at the time, still is, and I just really love this, and it really was a very interesting true story about this guy that definitely had this condition, and the mother who was dealing with the difficulties with this. Very interesting, man. And the guy actually who ends up playing Rocky Dennis is actually Eric Stoltz, dude. And Eric Stoltz is unrecognizable here. You cannot recognize Eric Stoltz at all here under the makeup. The makeup is so good, man. It really is fantastic. Everybody's awesome here. Sam Elliott, Cher, Eric Stoltz, directed by Peter Bogdanovich. That's an awesome director from back in the day. This is a really great old school classic that if you're a fan of Cher and haven't watched this, definitely go back and watch this movie. If you're a fan of young Sam Elliott, and look, he always had the rockin' stash, dude. He always did. He always rocked that stash. Great, dude. Younger age, old age. He's the master of the stash. What can I tell you, dude? Eric Stoltz as well, dude. This is a really phenomenal movie, man. I don't know what the difference is between the theatrical cut and the extended director's cut, though. I'm not quite sure about that, but I've always really loved the movie. I think it's really fantastic, and I watched it at a young age where I appreciated it, but probably now I'd appreciate it even more, dude. Mask is really awesome, man. Love it. Interesting. Not bad, man. So definitely have the Mask here. And with all these sort of vintage art series, it comes with this $2 movie credit included only on Vudu. So you can get a credit for any movie on Vudu, I assume. So they do have that. They actually don't have every vintage art series thing, because I'm noticing there's also a vintage art series for Pillow Talk as well that they don't have here, but some really great titles, some really great selection of the vintage arts series stuff here, and some timeless classics that I haven't seen in a long while, man. Some really cool stuff here, dude. Really fantastic. Surprised they have this, but pleasant surprise indeed. Not bad. Let's head out. Not so bad this week at Walmart, guys. Not bad at all, man. I mean, look, here I am thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, last week we got all the big name releases and all the titles out there, so I'm thinking to myself, okay, that's 1 week of good luck. Are we gonna get 2 weeks? And thankfully we actually did, guys. Not bad here. Now, of course, they still haven't put out a lot of the newer indie titles here and some of the smaller releases, but again, baby steps. But they do have, actually, Dolomite, the Citizen Kane of Kung Fu Pimpin' movies. Damn right, man. So they are getting better stock in. They are getting the releases in here, thankfully. So 2 weeks in a row of good luck here at this Walmart. I'll definitely take it for sure, guys. Not half bad. No exclusives this week here at Walmart. But again, I just don't think that this major... Well, we did see the exclusives for the Vintage Art Series. That is really cool. But nothing for the new releases. But again, this is one of those release weeks where I don't think we're going to get many exclusives anyways. But you never know, though. But not bad here, though. Not bad at all, guys. Actually really surprised in a good way. Hope you guys were too. Let's head to the second location and see what we can find. All right, everybody. We're at our second location, Target. And it's just really great going to that Walmart and seeing the physical media out and seeing that they're carrying that they're caring enough to put these releases out even during all of the craziness that's going on right now. And I know, look, movies are not essential. Essentially, they are not. To be honest with you, they're not essential. I get all that. I honestly do, guys. But everybody needs entertainment, right? Everybody needs entertainment. Everybody needs, something while you're home and you get to relax and you get to, sit there and let the time pass. You need something there to entertain you and to occupy that time. And I know a lot of you guys have gone out of your way to watch things that you might not have, or give a chance to movies that you wouldn't have otherwise. Revisit old stuff. There's been a lot of really great posts from people on Facebook about all of this stuff, and it's really encouraging seeing people really embracing movies and entertainment in a time where it's really so badly needed. And even if you're not going to the stores and buying these releases, you can still go online. You can still go online to a lot of these retailers and buy these movies and support these releases. If you've got the cash to get it, if you're interested in the movies, check them out. That's why I think it's really important during this time when all this craziness is going on. Sometimes you need that certain amount of escapism to really get you through. And I think movies are some of the best ways to do that. And so it's really nice seeing these stores go out of their way to still put out these releases and still give people the opportunity to buy this stuff and seek it out. And I think that's important. In a time where we need escapism, sometimes the most, it's good to see that these movies are out there and that they're available for people if they want them. And I think that's really vitally important, guys. That's honestly the truth. I don't know whether you guys agree with me or not. Definitely let me know. As far as Target is concerned, well, I'm hoping for all the releases we saw over at Walmart. Well, minus those exclusives, obviously. But, you know, it's a smaller week. Not a lot is being released, but still a couple things worth checking out. So hopefully Target will have that and maybe a couple surprises. Well, we'll see. But only way to find out is to head inside. So let's head in. All right, everybody, we are in a Target here, and the first thing I'm seeing is they have the Blu-ray of Final Kill for $14.99. I know this came out this week. I didn't get a chance to watch this one, but I knew it was coming out. With Randy Couture, Danny Trejo, Billy Zane, and Dr. Drew Pinsky. Really? Okay. Paging Dr. Drew. Oh, all right. Interesting. God, Dr. Drew, I think... God, where do I remember that dude? I think it was back in the day when I was watching Loveline. God, I think it was Loveline that I was watching. Oh my God, I think he was on that. Like giving advice to people. God, what a blast from the fucking past, dude. Oh my God. Final Kill. Billy Zane, Randy Couture, and Ed Marone star in this action-packed thriller about a mercenary hired to protect a couple hiding in South America. This assignment, it quickly turns deadly as a group of mafia henchmen descend on the tranquil Costa Rican village. Is Costa Rica really tranquil? Come on. Soon the agent learns that the job is far more... It's not alive. Good Lord, man. I don't know about this one, dude. I don't know. It kind of looks interesting and fun. Sort of like just a fun sort of straight to DVD Blu-ray action flick. I like some of the people, dude. I like Billy Zane from back in the day. Demon Knight, Titanic, stuff like that. Danny Trejo. Danny Trejo's one badass motherfucker. You know, what the hell can I say, man? But Dr. Drew? Like, that just really baffles the living hell out of me, man. What the hell is Dr. Drew playing? I guess it looks kind of interesting. I mean, if you're looking for just a sort of one-off little action flick to check out, I guess might as well check out Final Kill, right? Why not? God, Dr. Drew, man, that takes me back. Whew. Boy. Good Lord, man. Let me know what you guys think of Final Kill. Then over here I'm seeing they have the DVD only of Underwater for $19.99 and the Blu-ray digital for $22.99. Now, there has been many interesting movies that are really good aquatic horror flicks. There hasn't been a ton of them, but there's been some that have been more notable than others. I was thinking of like The Host with directed by Bong Joon-ho, if I'm not mistaken. That was a really good one. I'm thinking movies like Deep Star 6 is really good. Virus with Jamie Lee Curtis, which I quite like. The Abyss, which The Abyss is not exactly a horror movie per se, but it's a really good sort of underwater thriller, sort of exploration of sort of creatures, in the water deep down. That's an interesting one. I would also say Leviathan. Leviathan with Peter Weller. Man, that's a really good one, dude. That's a really solid, great, aquatic, underwater sort of horror flick, man. I think it's honestly one of the best, dude. And I know Scream Factory came out with an edition for that, and now it's out of print, and I feel so pissed off because I actually wanted to pick that up, and I'm now interested in picking it up because it's been so long, and now it's sort of way like out of print now, and like it's going for like mega money on eBay, and barely anybody's selling it, and I'm so pissed. So maybe one day I'll buy that one, but this sort of reminded me of a lot of really cool, interesting aquatic horror stuff from back in the day, dude. And they just don't make many of them. If you really think about it, yeah, they've made certain ones, at Dagon, I guess, and a few other ones, but really, aquatic horror, not so much, man. Not a ton, not as much as you might think, man. And I think when you combine it with sort of the whole H.P. Lovecraft Cthulhu stuff, I think it ends up being a really interesting movie. It starts with a little slow moving, but it really just ramps up big time. And the performances are really good. The design of the creatures are really interesting. Yeah, definitely, I would say check out some interesting aquatic horror stuff. Like I said, if you're a horror fan, there's a lot of interesting genres to look into, and aquatic horror is one of those ones that rarely gets the kind of love it really should do. There's some really cool ones out there. Like I said, I think Deep Star 6, Leviathan, The Abyss, Virus. Those are the ones I would pick. If there's other ones out there that I didn't mention, definitely let me know, guys. I'd be interested to find out what other ones you guys think should be on the list of cool aquatic horror films. But I think Underwater definitely deserves to be there, man. And it's one of those ones that I think a lot of people didn't give time to at first because whether it was Kristen Stewart or whether it came out in January or anything, I think a lot of people kind of were sleeping on this movie. But after I watched it, I realized how really good it is. And another thing that really is interesting is that this movie, among with many others, actually were acquired by Disney after they did the merger with 20th Century Fox. And a lot of those movies that got acquired, like Underwater and other ones, they got buried by Disney. Disney did not want to promote these movies. They did not want to deal with these movies at all. They would rather just have quickly put them out and made whatever money they can and just put them under the rug. And that's kind of what they did with Underwater, which is a real shame, dude. I mean, this movie didn't even get a 4K release. There's only DVD and there's only Blu-ray, so there is no 4K release for this. Disney had no interest of even putting out a 4K for this movie, which is a real shame because I think the movie would look gorgeous in 4K. I think it would look stunning. But unfortunately, Disney is not interested in that, as it's not interested in most of the Fox stuff. If it's horror, it's 20th Century Fox, and now it's owned by Disney. I think you're going to see a lot of these titles get swept under the rug, and it's a real shame. But it's out, guys. I highly suggest you check it out. Aquatic horror is pretty cool when done right, and Underwater is definitely one of them by far, man. You do get extended deleted scenes, real bunny montage, making Underwater, and an audio commentary. Actually, not bad special features, man. Pretty good, especially for a movie that was kind of swept under the rug by Disney. Not bad special features, dude. Definitely give this one a look. Not bad, dude. Highly recommended by far, man. Definitely give it a look. And we also have the Blu-ray digital of Just Mercy for $19.99, the DVD digital for $17.99. And I was thinking about this, that there are so many sort of drama courtroom films that have come out over the decades. It's sort of kind of become a genre into itself if you really think about it, man. I mean, so many of them. I mean, there's the classics like To Kill a Mockingbird and 12 Angry Men, which is great. That's awesome. But there's also a ton more. I was thinking about movies like A Time to Kill with Matthew McConaughey, Mississippi Burning with James Woods, uh, The Accused, um, The Chamber with Gene Hackman. Oh wow, man! There's a ton of Suspect with Cher, which is a really great one. The Rainmaker, which is great with Danny DeVito, which is a really good one. Also, the movie Nuts with Barbara Streisand. That's a really good one too. That's really a blast from the past. I don't think many people know about Nuts. Nuts is pretty damn good, man. You've also got And Justice for All with Al Pacino. I mean, there's a ton of them that have come out over the years, man, and some really good ones, and some ones, honestly, that have really been forgotten. Ones I don't think people really remember anymore, like something like And Justice for All, Nuts, The Accused, stuff like that, man. I mean, there's some really good courtroom dramas out there, man. Definitely let me know if I've missed some. Well, obviously, I've missed some, dude. There's so many of them. I mean, it's hard to name them all, but I think Just Mercy is definitely one of those ones that deserves to be in the conversation with the really good courtroom dramas of the past. I really do, man. Like I said, I really thought it was very well made, very well dramatic, very well suspenseful, thrilling. And I think it just really goes to a time of injustice that needed to really needed to be highlighted and shown. And it's so interesting looking at a movie like this because we have a justice system now which is still extremely broken, still incarcerates a lot of people who are innocent or people who have extremely minor offenses. And it's nice to be reminded of people who are fighting for those injustices. And I think that's really important in a movie like this, man. I think that's what I really love about a lot of courtroom dramas is that they really go to the heart of the good things you can do for people and going out of your way to right a wrong. And I think that's why I love courtroom drama so much, and that's why I love movies that sort of feature this type of injustice and righting a wrong. That's just my opinion, man. That's what I really love, man. But I mean, some of those courtroom dramas are some of my favorites, but definitely let me know which ones you guys really enjoy. Like I said, there's been so many, and I've watched a ton of them, but God knows I haven't watched them all, dude. So definitely recommend me some good ones worth watching, man. Some of your favorites, definitely let me know, man. You have Making Mercy, The Equal Justice Initiative, This Moment Deserves, and Deleted Scenes. Not bad features, not bad at all, man. Pretty decent here. Like I said, this is a really great courtroom drama, definitely worth watching. And if you're into courtroom dramas, definitely give this a look. It ain't half bad, guys. No, not bad at all, man. I was kind of sleeping on this movie, but I really shouldn't because it was pretty darn good. Not bad at all, man. Not bad selection so far. Not bad at all. Let's see if they got anything else. All right, everybody, we are under the new TV releases, and the only thing I'm seeing over here is they have The Righteous Gemstones, the DVD of the first season for $19.99. Praise the Lord. Oh my God, I cannot believe that this thing came out. Dude, I didn't even know this was coming out this week. Oh my God, dude. This is so awesome, dude. Now, I don't have HBO, and I haven't seen a single episode of The Righteous Gemstones, to be fair, but I remember when this thing was being promoted and it was all over Facebook and the trailer and everything, and I watched the trailer so many times because I fell in love with the trailer, dude. I loved it. And it just looked really cool of a show. Basically, from what I gathered, the show is about this family, the Gemstones, and they pretty much these people are scam artists. They're scam artists who believe in what they do, believe in Jesus, believe in God, and believe that what they're doing is right, that they're scamming people out of their money, and just all the complications of that, and people out to get them. And God, this looks so goddamn cool, dude. It looks really, really great, man. And I love John Goodman here. Danny McBride, I like as well. Adam Devine, I'm not the biggest fan of Adam Devine, but I gotta admit, man, he looks pretty cool in this. That's so cool that this is out, dude. I didn't realize this was out this week. I really didn't, man. That is so awesome, dude. And I gotta watch this, man. I don't have HBO. I haven't had HBO in years, and I definitely want to get it. I know they're doing that new streaming service, HBO Now. that's coming soon, and I definitely want to get that. I mean, I have a lot of streaming services already. I have Netflix, and I have Disney Plus, and I have Prime. I watch stuff on Hulu from my girlfriend's account, but I mean, there's a lot of great stuff on HBO, and you guys have told me I gotta watch some of this stuff, and I gotta get on that. So maybe I will be picking up a subscription for HBO Now when that drops, man. Because shows like The Righteous Gemstone, I gotta watch, dude. It just looks too good, man. And John Goodman, dude, I love John Goodman, man. Almost anything John Goodman does, I watch. He's just a national treasure, dude. Man, I gotta get a chance to watch this. If you guys have watched it, let me know. Good, bad, is it worth it? Definitely let me know, man. Oh, this is so cool, dude. The only special feature is invitation to the set. That's about it. But it's such a really, it seems like one of those shows where it's just up my alley. Like they're making fun of religion and they're not taking it overly seriously. And I kind of like that, where it kind of takes the piss out of it a little bit. I kind of like those type of shows and everything. The same with politics and everything like that, where they kind of take the piss out of it, and it's not like, I like the ultra serious stuff, but I also like the jokey stuff as well. And this looks so cool, dude. Definitely let me know about this one, guys. This is so awesome. I gotta get a chance to watch this at some point, man. Ooh, God protecteth and giveth to the gemstones. Yeah, I love the cover. Cover's so good, man. Oh, love it so much, man. God, I definitely got a chance to. I gotta watch that at some point, man. Awesome, man. And not bad releases this week, man. Some surprises I wasn't expecting here. Not bad. All right, let's head out. It's pretty good this week, guys. Like here, I was not prepared for this, man. I mean, I knew we were gonna get the big releases here, like we always do, week in and week out, but didn't expect Final Kill. Didn't expect the Righteous Gemstones. Like, it's kind of cool that we saw different stuff than we saw at the Walmart. And that's why I love doing the out and about stuff, because you never know really what you're going to find. And this is a prime example of it. We could find some cool sort of different sort of art releases at Walmart. We can find, a cool season of a show on DVD from HBO here at Target that Walmart's not carrying. Like, it just depends on where you go, man. It just depends on, just going out there and checking out the media and seeing what kind of surprises you'll find. And Target definitely delivered for sure, man. Not bad this week, dude. I mean, again, slower release week, as I said, and it's not an abundance of titles, but again, every now and again you get surprised, and this is definitely one of those weeks by far, man. Not bad for Target this week. Not bad at all, man. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's head to the next location, see what we can find. All right, everybody, we are at our, third and final location, and you might have guessed it. Well, certainly not Best Buy, at least not yet. And that is none other than Walmart. We are going back to this wonderful and glorious Walmart, guys. Yes, I don't know what I'll find here that's different than the last Walmart, but I always try to find those sort of cool indie style horror flicks that come out week in and week out that some stores may carry but other stores don't. So Walmart has been pretty good as of carrying these really great niche titles, so hoping maybe we'll see some really cool stuff this time around. Let's head in, find out. Alright, guys, we're in a Walmart, and they got a few indie titles to check out. And the first I'm seeing is they have Foxtrot 6. Mario Kazar presents Foxtrot 6. This guy is the executive producer of the Terminator franchise and a couple other things, I believe. Interesting cover. In the near future, the economy is turned upside down and the world is becoming a dystopia, pretty much like we're dealing with now. An ex-Marine engine rebels against the government and forms Foxtrot 6 Squad. They work to save their country from the attacks of a ruthless party leader willing to starve and kill in his quest for power. Pretty much what we're dealing with now. Oh, great. Okay, so it's a documentary. Interesting. It looks okay. It looks like, one of those sort of futuristic, going after the bad guy and stopping his ruthless ways type of movie. It's interesting. I like Mario Kazar, him producing the Terminator stuff. He's a good producer. This kind of looks okay. It kind of looks kind of cheapo though. Kind of a cheapo sci-fi action flick. Doesn't look terrible though. Definitely let me know what you guys think of Foxtrot 6. Then over here I'm seeing they have Agent Toby Barks. Look at that. Great. Fight crime, catch bad guys, get belly rubbed. All in a day's work. Not bad, man. Oh, and it is Dove approved. Very nice. You know how I love checking out these Dove approved titles. Very nice here. Jon Lovitz and Dean Cain. Interesting. He's here to take a bite out of crime. Wasn't that like McGruff, or that like dog that was like in the trench coat there and fighting crime or something? Wasn't that his slogan? Could have sworn that was. Is America's greatest super spy living in your backyard? Brie and Kate don't think so until they learn that their beloved dog Toby is a secret agent working for the U.S. government. Oh, this family-friendly movie about a dog that's a spy and taking out bad guys. Very nice. Oh, God, this reminds me of all those sort of cheesy flicks back in the day, dude, in like the 90s. These cheesy family adventure films that were so over the top and ridiculous, and you couldn't believe that shit got made. Like, that's basically what Agent Toby Barks is. Oh, very interesting. I like the cover, though, but Jon Lovitz and Dean Cain, what happened to those guys, man? Especially Jon Lovitz, dude. Like, he was on SNL, and he was big time and doing some interesting movies. And then he went the way of the shitter fast, dude. And now he's voicing Toby, the super spy dog. Well, at least he's getting work. Can't say it's good work, but at least he's getting it. Interesting. Agent Toby Barks. Oh, boy. Then I'm also seeing here they have Cruel Peter. Look at that. Interesting cover. Seems like one messed up demonic kid. True evil never dies. After the tragic death of her mother, Bianca makes an attempt to contact her spirit. In the process, she unknowingly summons Peter, a 13-year-old boy who lived a life of violent and evil ways. That's interesting. It kind of has an interesting vibe to it, summoning this sort of kid who has died, and the father's got to save his daughter. It's this typical type of possession movie, I would say. Doesn't look terrible though. Doesn't look bad though, but kind of looks just very generic. I like the cover though, but the thing with this is that a lot of these sort of indie horror flicks, some of them are not so great, but they have such great sort of cover art and everything that you kind of just want to buy it anyways, and then you get home and you're so pissed because it's a terrible movie. It happens a lot, guys. It's not a rarity. Let me know what you guys think of Cruel Peter. They also do have the DVD of The Righteous Gemstones Season 1 as well, so they do have that here also. And they also have the final season of Criminal Minds for $27.96. Man, dude, we're finally at the final season. What is this, like the 14th or 15th season of Criminal Minds, man? It's gotta be. Wow, man, the show lasted a long-ass time. Now, my mother loved Criminal Minds. I think she still watches it to a certain degree, but she loved the early years of Criminal Minds. When Mandy Patinkin was on it, she loves Mandy Patinkin. And she loved that stuff with him. Eventually, he left the show, and Joe Mantegna ended up taking over. She still watches it, but not as much as she did back in the day, though. But Criminal Minds is one of those shows that really was like one of those really great sort of CBS hits that CBS just like ate up like candy, man. All these sort of procedural shows of like, them having to solve a case and all of their wacky ways and the drama of it, and then they all come together at the end being happy. It's something CBS does a hell of a lot to with a lot of their shows, man. Criminal Minds, though, I think was one of the better ones, I think, honestly, man. A lot of great talent on this show. Like I said, Mandy Patinkin in the early years, Joe Mantegna, and I love Joe Mantegna, man. He is a great actor, dude. I'm kind of surprised he didn't really do more in the movie stuff. He's done more television than anything else. I mean, work is work. You get what you get, but I've always loved Joe Mantegna. Highly underrated actor, I would say, man. Very interesting. Let me know what you guys think of Criminal Minds. Do you like the later years? Do you like the early stuff with Mandy Patinkin? Definitely let me know, man. Seeing special features as well? The final answers have arrived. Well, let's hope. Sometimes final seasons are not all that they're cracked up to be. Sometimes they're quite lame. Criminal Minds? I don't know if it's one that, like, screamed like, oh my god, we're waiting for answers, but maybe. Definitely let me know, guys. Interesting. And not bad here this week. A few indie titles, but that's about it, though. Still, worth checking out. All right. Let's head out. Yeah, even though there wasn't really much of a selection this week on sort of the indie title stuff, I'm glad that I got to at least check out a little bit of it here over at Walmart. I mean, it's just one of those weeks where not a lot is being put out on the shelves as far as newer stuff goes, but it's been nice to sort of see some unique stuff this time around. TV stuff that I wasn't expecting came out, some interesting indie titles, and the big name releases as well. Not half bad this week. Smaller release week, but you can still find some interesting stuff when you head out and about. Not half bad, guys. Not half bad. All some quirky titles here and there to give a look to. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely did. Let's head home and finish the video. Alright, everybody. That'll do it for the Blu-ray and DVD out and about video this week. And to basically sum it up, it was a small release week with a few surprises. Not half bad, guys. Actually, you want to know what, to be honest with you, man? I think this week was actually really interesting because I knew it was going to be a slow release week, not much, but it's nice to go to these stores and see a surprise or two that you weren't expecting. That's why I said I love doing these out and about videos, because you go in expecting one thing and you find some really unique stuff along the way. So I'm really happy about that, guys. I really thought that was awesome. So I loved it this week. I loved it this week in a big bad way, guys. So I'm a happy camper with all of the physical media by far, guys. I hope you were too. Hope you picked up something good this week. If you did, definitely let me know. As far as I'm concerned, well, wow, I picked up a lot of stuff this week. So let's dive right in, man. I got a package in the mail from Diabolik DVD right here. Now, this title is a really great horror spoof that I've loved for years and years and years, man. And I've always been a fan of it. And I don't know, it just really, it was something I really enjoyed when I was a kid, and it's been carried over to adulthood every single time I've watched the movie, and I've enjoyed it. The humor to me hasn't really aged. I still enjoy it. Everybody is great in this movie, and I'm not a huge fan of spoofs overall, but this one is one that still holds up to me, man. It really honestly does. And there's been many releases of this over the years. There's even one in Germany that I was thinking of getting, but I went with the Kino Lorber one, and I honestly am so happy that I finally have this in the collection. I'm surprised I've never had it before now, but hey, it doesn't matter how long it takes to get a movie in your collection. If you love it, one day you'll own it, and this is one of the ones that I'm glad to finally have, man. So, happy about this one. I also picked up a release, well, actually got a release in the mail from Best Buy. Now, I've actually already opened this up. I've actually already opened up to see if it came in good condition, and it honestly did. Best Buy's packaging sometimes is very tight, so I wanted to make sure that it came in excellent, pristine condition, and it definitely did. This is another one of those movies that I watched on VHS when I was a kid, and it's such a fun movie, man. It's so great, dude. Jeff Goldblum, Cyndi Lauper. It was sort of a product of the time period it was made in. and I've always really enjoyed it, and I've never not loved this movie, dude. Mind you, I haven't watched it for years. It's been a really long time since I watched it, but it's just one of those movies that when Mill Creek announced it, I was like, I've got to buy this eventually. And I decided, I got a little bit of funds. I'm going to pull the trigger on this. And I'm so glad I finally did, dude. I don't know if this movie is ever going to get another major release from another studio. I kind of feel like when Mill Creek announced it, I'm kind of like, I better get up on this because I doubt there's going to be another release of this anywhere anytime soon. It's just one of those movies where I don't think enough people know about it to really sort of make it this big like physical media bonanza title that other companies are gonna go after. So I decided to pull the trigger on this one. I'm so happy to finally have this in the collection, guys, and and came in good condition after I finally pried the jaws of life from the packaging. Finally did. I also got in the mail a package from overseas, Amazon UK, actually, guys. Now, I've had this on pre-order for a little bit, and it's a great sort of horror drama title that I saw years and years ago, and I loved every second of it, man. It's a David Lynch movie, and it's by far probably one of my favorite David Lynch movies of all time. I love the story being told. I love the makeup effects. Just, I think it's a very interesting movie, and it's also a black and white title as well. And I'm one of those people that still really loves black and white movies. I know it's sort of a thing that most people don't appreciate anymore, but I do. And so it's a title that I never thought I'd actually own, but once they announced it, I was like, God, I really want to pick this title up and revisit it. And I'm damn glad I am going to get a chance to do that, guys. It's a great movie. Finally happy it's going to be in the collection by far. So I picked up that. And last but certainly not least, guys, I also got a release over at Walmart. Yes, I got a title over at Walmart this week, one of the new releases. It's a really great movie, man. This is one of those movies that I think is really underrated. I think it's a movie that I think people are going to find over the years. It's going to become a word of mouth thing, and I think people are going to appreciate the film years on with all the new releases that come out every single week. It's one of these movies that kind of got drowned out, got released at a bad time, and I think people were kind of ho-hum about it. But I think the more the people watch it, I think it's going to get a really great reception. So, honestly, I wanted to get this for the collection, so I'm damn glad I did. So, I got 4 titles this week, guys. 4 titles this week. Whew. On top of the other 4 that I got last week. And just a lot of really great titles I'm getting for the month of April, man. There's some really great stuff that's coming my way still on top of all the stuff I got. Limited editions, retro titles, 80s, 90s. A lot of really great stuff that's coming my way, dude. 2020 has been a good year so far, at least for me, for physical media-wise. And this month is no exception, guys. So you guys will not find out exactly what I picked up until my April pickup video, which will drop next month. It'll show off all of the titles that I got for the month of April, and it will be a good haul for sure, guys. So definitely stay tuned to that. And definitely keep up with the channel, everything I've been doing. I did release the January pickup video a while back. We also put out our Invisible Man spoiler review. Definitely check that one out as well. This upcoming weekend will be the February pickup video. I am going to be putting that out. It's so many amazing titles that I got for the month of February. It was such a bonanza month for media in February, at least for me. I can't wait to show you guys that video, so definitely tune into that one over the weekend. Before I let you guys go, I wanted to talk about a couple things that has happened recently that I think is worth mentioning to you guys. And I just wanted to sort of put my thoughts on it. And the first thing that happened is that as long as you guys have been fans of the channel, as long as I've been doing YouTube for the past 2+ years, almost, God, 3 years, jeez, it's time has flown for sure. I've been doing the out and about videos, and it's something that I enjoy doing. It's something that I love doing, to check out the media, to talk about the movies, to sort of have fun with you guys. That's what I love to do. And I've been continuing to do these videos during the whole pandemic and the craziness that has been happening recently. And over the course of these past few weeks, I've been getting a lot more sort of pushback on the videos, and a lot of people really not liking the fact that I'm going out and doing these videos. Now, you may agree or disagree with me on the fact that I'm doing these videos and continue to do them, but the fact that I'm getting a lot more hatred and a lot more name calling from this has been a little bit interesting as of late. I mean, me being on YouTube, I've always gotten some sort of hatred from people from time to time. It's just, when you're on YouTube, that's sort of the nature of it. You just got to deal with it, right? That's it. But it's been more and more lately. And it came to a head last week when, after I posted last week's video, I got a crap ton of hatred. Specifically through Facebook, but more importantly, there is a YouTuber out there who made a couple of videos hating on myself, people like Cool Duder, Wet Movie 1, other people who do these videos. And one specific video is over 2 hours long, and the majority of that video is criticizing me. Now, I found out about this video, and I wanted to look into it. I didn't actually watch all the video. Once I knew it was me, and I knew he was already criticizing people, I kind of knew where the video was going at that point. But my good friend did. And I wanted to share with you some of what he told me that's in the video and what this guy has to say. Now, mind you, I'm not going to say this guy's name. I am not going to say the name of his channel. I am not going to give him one single view from this video. Not one single view. That he's not going to get that from me, and he's not going to get that from you guys. I guarantee that. He is not going to do it. I'm not going to give him the time of day. He doesn't deserve it. So I'm not going to say his name. But what this guy goes into detail talking about is basically me and the videos that I do, and he ends up calling me very extremely vulgar names. He ends up wishing harm upon me, wishing that employees would pour bleach on me, on top of other things. He makes fun of how I talk, and he just genuinely is very much willing to go out of his way to spew hatred about me and others. And the fact that he thinks that I'm out there willing to give people the virus, that I'm out there and I'm just, breathing on people constantly and coughing on them, and I'm the villain in all this. When I go out and do the out and abouts, guys, I make sure, especially nowadays, that not only am I using hand sanitizer, which, by the way, hand sanitizer works. This guy in the video criticized me for using hand sanitizer because it doesn't work. You know what? Hand sanitizer works. Okay, that's number one. Second of all, you know what doesn't work? Wearing gloves. You want to know why wearing gloves doesn't work? Because once you touch multiple amounts of stuff, and then you touch your cell phone, you touch your face and everything, it spreads like wildfire. Gloves are not the answer to this. The answer to it is using hand sanitizer every time you touch something, or you're in a store for a while and then you put hand sanitizer on. That works. That's been proven. It works. Okay? Other than that, I'm going out of my way to make sure that no one else is around me when I do these videos. I make sure that I'm social distancing away from people at least 6 feet apart, if not more sometimes. And if people are in the way and are looking at movies, I just wait. I take my time, I wait, and then I do my part of the video. That's what I do. I'm not trying to crowd on people. I'm taking my time and I'm being courteous to others. I don't have any symptoms. And as long as I don't have any symptoms and I'm practicing good social distancing and I'm using hand sanitizer and I'm being safe, then I see no problem with doing these videos. But there's people like this guy out there who is literally hating on me. And he goes out of his way, even at the beginning of the video, to say that he does not like BlueTubers. He hates BlueTubers. He hates the fact that we do these videos. So already, no matter what I would have done, I'm already at a disadvantage because this guy doesn't like what I do, period, no matter what. Okay? And also, he ends up going out of his way in the video to complain about the fact that I'm not a big YouTuber, I'm not a big influence in the BlueTuber community. He talks about how my videos are ridiculous, how I showcase the displays and showcases the movies, and he even goes out of his way to complain the fact that I have better stats on my videos than he does. And this guy has over 5,000 subscribers. Like this guy came off, from what my friend told me, as a complete and utter whiner. He did. He just came off as somebody who whines constantly and just wants to spew hatred out there because why not? I guess he has a platform and he decides that what he wants to do is spew hatred about others. It's just something he wants to do. Fine, you do that. But calling me vulgar names, wishing harm upon me, making fun of how I do my videos and how I talk, like, what does that accomplish? That accomplishes absolutely nothing. If you disagree with the fact that I'm doing these videos, fine, I get it. But spewing hatred on me is not going to help the situation, not one goddamn bit, and he decided to do that. And, it's up to him. It's how he wants to use his platform to talk about hatred and crap on people. If he wants to do that, then that's up to him. He's more than welcome to do it. I'm not going to do that. I wanna have this channel for movie lovers. Yes, we disagree on movies. Yes, we do that stuff, but there's a respect there that we have for each other, and that we go out of our way to understand the fact that you may like a movie and I may not, or I may not like a movie and you do, or whatever. The fact that we have mutual respect, the fact that you guys can watch the video and understand that, yeah, he sort of goes out of his way to say these things, but I disagree with him, but we're respectful about it. I want to build a channel out of love and respect and care for you guys and talking about movies and just have fun. And I'm going to continue to do these videos. Okay? I consider this guy a bully. And I've dealt with bullies all my life. All of my life I've dealt with bullies in one form or another. From like second grade on, I've dealt with bullies. It's just been the world that I've lived in. And I have a very thick skin. I can deal with a lot of this stuff. And I'm just going to continue doing what I do and what I love. People like this guy is not going to stop me from doing what I like. And it just goes to a bigger thing of, I see a lot of hatred in these communities. People hating on one another. And it really is disheartening. And that's not what I'm about. And that's not what I care about. And that's not what I want to be. And I hope that if you guys have enjoyed the channel, yes, I'm very critical on movies. Yes, I talk critical of certain moments in films and filmmakers, because you have to be critical of them. But at the same time, I do show respect and care for the movies and the people involved in these things. And I hope that you guys understand that all I care about is the love and respect of movies and physical media, and it's the love and care that I hopefully give to you guys. And that's what this channel is about. It's not about hatred, it's about love and only love, and I hope you guys can honestly appreciate that. So now that that is all done and I've talked about that, and you know, I just try to make the videos fun. I try to make the channel fun. I want this to be a fun experience for you guys. And I want you to have a good time watching the channel, watching these videos, and I'm just hoping for good vibes, man. That's what I really hope with this. And I hope you guys get that. Speaking of good vibes and good things, this is something I definitely wanted to talk about, guys. Now, I recently got a package in the mail towards the end of last week, and I come home from work, and the package is just sitting there near the door, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I know I've ordered a lot of like movies and stuff from companies, but I never got an email about saying anything got delivered, and I'm like thinking nothing's supposed to come today, and so I'm kind of expecting the package. I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, what the hell is this? And my first instinct is like, oh my god, it's a bomb. And I'm like, oh geez, this is a bomb, and this is the last you'll ever see of Film Fan 108, and it's all over for me. And I was just kind of looking at it more, and I'm noticing, I'm like, this is from Australia. The hell did I get from Australia? And I'm thinking, I didn't get anything from Australia. And I just decided to open up the package and see what it is. And I was really pleasantly surprised. This is my first ever subscriber mail that I've ever gotten. And I'm just blown away by this. Now, I've never gone out of my way to tell you guys to send me stuff, because I never really thought about asking you guys to do that, because you guys have your own lives that you're living, your own struggles, stuff that you deal with day in and day out, money issues. To tell you guys to, hey, send me stuff kind of seems kind of selfish. So I don't really do it. I mean, you can. I'm not saying you can. You can go ahead and send me stuff, but I've never really thought about taking the time to say you should send me things. I never really thought about that. But this package is from George, and George is a really loyal, great subscriber, been a subscriber on the channel for a long time, and he went out of his way to send me a package all the way from Australia. That's nuts, dude. It's crazy. I've never experienced that, man. And so, I open up the package, and I've already taken the stuff out, and what's inside the package is the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray of Batman: The Killing Joke, which I've never seen before. I've been very interested in it. I've been interested in more of the DC stuff, but it was wild that I got this. I was like crazy. So he got me this, and then he got me Ash vs. Evil Dead, the complete first season on Blu-ray. And so I open this, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like this is nuts. I mean, it's a pleasant surprise, but I wasn't expecting this. And for him to go out of his way to buy these for me, thank you. You didn't have to do this, but it just is a really, really just unexpected thing, and just going out of the kindness of your heart to do that is amazing to me. But not only that, but he also ended up typing out a letter that is in there as well, and I'm going to read it right now. To Seth, hi Seth, just a quick greeting and gift from me to you from Australia. I just want to say how I enjoy watching your videos each week, and this is a small token of my appreciation to you. A lot of the YouTubers I have watched in the past are really so full of themselves that it is so refreshing when I stumbled onto your channel that I immediately took notice and liked the way you present yourself, as well as how informative on the movies you are every time you show off a movie in store or during your monthly reviews. I like the way you are so much different from everyone else in the way you flip the cover to show us the back and the special features a movie may have. Keep up the awesome work, my friend, and happy hunting. Regards from Australia, your friend and subscriber, George. George sent this along with these two movies. I'm blown away. I'm honestly blown away. I barely have any words. George, you did this out of the kindness of your heart. You took time out of your daily life to write a letter, to go to the store and get these movies, to ship out a package from Australia to me. Just a simple everyday guy that lives in central New York and makes, the occasional YouTube video. I'm blown away, man. I'm thank you so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, man. And you do not know how much this really means to me. You have no idea how much this does. Nobody really sends me anything. Nobody does, man. I don't expect it. But I really appreciate it so much from you. And that's what I'm talking about, is the kindness of other people. And that, yes, if people want to spew hatred, and if people want to go out of their way to knock others down because they have a platform to do it, then go ahead. You that's your right, that's your freedom to go ahead and do it, but it's my right and my freedom to want to end up doing some good things out there and giving you guys entertainment and fun stuff to watch. And it's people like George out there. It's subscribers like George and a bunch of you out there who are the greatest, and you really care. And I'm always amazed by you guys, day in and day out, the wonderful comments I get, and the fact that you guys go out of your way to watch the videos. Out of every crazy thing that's happening in the world, to want to watch me is nuts. But I appreciate it, and it makes me feel wanted in this world, and I can't thank you guys enough. So thank you. Thank you to George. Thank you, man. You have no idea that this made my day in so many ways, man. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for watching the videos. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. I know I talked quite a bit about a lot of things, but I hope you guys still tuned in. I hope you guys definitely enjoyed it. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Check out the other Blu-ray and DVD out and about videos I do, the theatrical movie reviews, the Blu-ray pickup videos, topic videos, all kinds of stuff. If you enjoy everything that I do, hit subscribe, become part of the Film Fan Nation. I have said it time and time again, but it really bears repeating. I have some of the best subscribers on YouTube. I do. You guys are amazing. You surprise me so much every single time with a video, with the comments, and just liking the stuff and really going out of your way to give good vibes to me. And I hope I give good vibes to you as well. So thank you so much. But if you like how I talk about movies and physical media, definitely hit subscribe. Keep up to date with me through everything I'm doing, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. FilmFan108. Keep up to date with everything I'm doing, plus special pictures and videos I do from time to time on social media as well. Well, this was an interesting video by far, guys. A lot of interesting things to talk about, to show off, and some great subscriber mail as well. You guys can send me stuff if you want, but I honestly never expect it from you guys. But it was such a pleasant surprise. My first ever subscriber mail, and it was well worth it. George, you are amazing. Thank you, sir, by far. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to the Film Fan Nation for supporting me. And I'm going to keep doing this as long as you guys keep watching. Thank you so much, guys. And I will see you back next week for a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video. Take care, everybody, and happy hunting.